field shot. And the catch is made. It's Riley Williams. Goes for the three. Touchdown!
All right, everybody, welcome into another episode of the Gridiron Uncensored podcast. You got Brennan tonight, and then from what I've been told, we have El Presidente with us over
That's
here.
Right. That's right.
The Dave Portnight doppelganger from our generational hater fan and friend. I'm sure he's watching right now. So
Friend's a bit of an overstatement, but all right,
Hey,
we're going to go with it.
He's been on it lately with you, Trevor. I know you guys have some bad blood going. But
That's a one-sided thing. I don't give him a second thought. It's okay.
Hey, you're going in on it though with the Portnoy thing. You said fuck it, let's rock.
Fuck it, let's go. Let's fucking go.
well, let's talk about this week's 6 slate. I know it doesn't have the marquee matchups that we saw last week. The big names, but honestly, I think it's still a good week of football.
It's going to be a good week. I mean, they said that about week 2 that it's a down week, and it turned out to be one of the best weeks so far of the season.
Yeah, people they always say that, man. It's like every week's good. Any football is good football. And it's starting tonight. It's going on right now. Sam Houston is playing New Mexico State there in New Mexico, and when Barbara said, "Where's Papa?" You talking about Blake? I think he said he's painting a mural tonight or something. Like, I don't know what he's doing, but he said he's. If that's
we just kind of go with the flow. When he says he's busy, we just say okay.
Yeah, I think he said he's painting a mural, so I don't know. He's getting his Michelangelo on. But so, as for us, we're rocking and rolling. We were a little bit behind this week. Just life's happening and whatever. So we're rolling tonight. Decided to do it live. First up, we're going to talk, Trevor, about our top 25 real quick, the composite, and it actually got pretty good traction on Twitter this week. I was pretty happy with it. Some unhappy fans, but you can't control that.
Can't please everybody.
But for the most part, pretty solid.
That's right.
I think the top 3 is a consensus, like across the nation. There might be some, like I've got Miami first. Some have Oregon first. Most have Ohio State first. But the top 3, I think, Trevor, nationally is a consensus. And then after that, it's all kind of mixed up. Ole Miss and Texas A&M coming in. And then in the back. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, you're right. I mean, the top 3 is definitely general consensus. Is just what order do you have them in? I mean, I have Ohio State, Oregon, and Miami as far as mine goes.
Yeah, and then at the back end is really just a hodgepodge of teams battling for like 20. I feel like the top from 21 to like 34. There's a whole series of teams in there that all are fighting for a potential slot in the top 25. It'll get shaken out. Really, the group of 5 teams like Memphis is right there on the edge. They honestly could probably be in there over maybe Illinois. Even Illinois did get a nice win against USC there, so that's kind of why they slid back in. Utah, they did have that one loss against Texas Tech. We're going to talk about Tech tonight, but it was close until late, and then things got ugly. I think the last 5 minutes of that game. Florida State's obviously the big one. Everybody's questioning. Well, they beat Bama, but they just lost to a Virginia team that we're giving some respect to. But it's like the losses aren't equal compared to Alabama. That's why we have it. We've had this discussion ad nauseum already. But yes, Florida State's got a great win against Alabama. However, the losses between Bama and Florida State, in our opinion, are not equal. So that's why they've dropped back. But if they win against Miami, they're gonna shoot back up. I guarantee you. Yeah. We're not afraid to be fluid. I mean, that's Trevor. I love we're gonna have some fire tonight. I can just feel it. All right, boys and girls, let's talk about these games. Trev, obviously starting tonight, like you said, we got Sam Houston and New Mexico State, but we're looking at Friday when we're talking about our pick'em. We've got 3 bonus pick'ems this week, and the first one is Western Kentucky and Delaware. Mentioned by a friend and family member of mine, Barbara. She's great. If you see her on Twitter or Facebook, make sure you comment her because she's fantastic. But this is a good game here in the Conference USA, and really it's crazy that Delaware is 3-1 just coming out of the FCS ranks. I did a preview this offseason where we were talking about the Conference USA. It was me and I went on a gentleman's show named Mike with College Football Focus, and we talked about it, and we're like, some people are really putting them down, but they've turned it up. They have shown that they belong. And right now they're 2.5-point favorites against a Western Kentucky team that's really got an explosive offense. So when I'm looking at this game, Trevor, I'm looking at the Western Kentucky third downs, what their ability is there. The red zone defense for Delaware, because they're going up against a strong red zone offense in Western Kentucky when you look at the numbers. So I really, that's my biggest thing is, can McIver and them get to the red zone? And when they do, are they going to be able to score? They have been all season. What do you feel on this? Does Delaware stand a chance? I mean, they're leading in the spread department.
Yeah, I don't see a reason why they shouldn't be given a chance on this one. Honestly, I think that I think more or less these teams are really evenly matched, more so than anything else. I know that Delaware is getting a little bit of favoritism, but they are also at home. So I mean, if you look at the spread, generally speaking, the home teams get a 3% buffer or 3-point buffer.
Yeah. So
with that said, I mean, this is pretty much an even matchup. Like you said, McIver, I mean, I expect him to have a really good game. He's been really good with the ball. I mean, he's thrown it 192 times with only 2 interceptions. That's pretty darn efficient. Yeah. But on the opposite side, I would say that Minucci, throwing it 141 times, also only having 2 interceptions, but he's only been able to complete 92 of those passes. So it will be interesting to see if the Delaware offense can hang with the Western Kentucky offense.
Yeah.
I know that Delaware has a little better rushing game than Western Kentucky, but like I said, I think these teams are really evenly matched, Brennan, honestly.
And I'll stay in favor of Delaware here. I think they've played a tougher opponents. I mean, look, they played Colorado. They played a UConn team that I think is a strong squad. And then FIU's, they're building some stuff down there. On the Western Kentucky side, I hate dogging on my own alma mater, but I mean, they smoked UNA. Okay, that's an FCS team. They beat Sam Houston early. They lost to Toledo, who's a good team out of the MAC. But then they played in Nevada and Missouri State. So I think Delaware rightfully has the upper hand here, and that's why I'm rolling with them. I'm going with the Blue Hens, man. Okay. It's crazy. I don't know, but I like the run game. I think they've faced a tougher challenge, so they're more battle tested, and they're going to get the win. That's who I'm going with.
Okay. Are these bonus ones counting towards our record?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Thanks, Barbara. I love you, but God bless it.
So Blue Hens here for me. Blake is going with Western Kentucky in this one. He sent me his.
He went with Western Kentucky. I think I'm going to go with the more efficient quarterback in this one. I'm going to go Western Kentucky as well.
Man, I'm with the Hens by myself. I'll take it.
You're all by yourself, buddy.
Maybe it's the fake winged helmet they wear compared to Michigan. I'm sorry, I had to say it.
Maybe that's why I'm going against them.
Maybe it is. I don't know. All right, let's move on to the next bonus pick, and this one's Iowa State and Cincinnati. Honestly, it could have been standard pick'em. It's a great game, but we've got a pretty nice list on pick'em too. When you look at this Iowa State and Cincinnati game, I've kind of been down on Iowa State compared to others, even though I really like Rocco Beck at quarterback. I think he's talented. He's a smart guy. He makes good plays.
Right.
But when I'm looking at this game, Cincinnati, I mean, they just beat Kansas. They've been on a roll. They lost a very tight game early against Nebraska. I like Braden Sorsby. I think he's a talented guy too. I think he can handle it, and he can run well. I know we have our thing about running quarterbacks, and
you beat me to it. I was about to say it.
I know. Well, don't look at the comments yet. Let's talk this one, and then we'll look at the comments. Oh my god! Or just fucking throw it at them. What you got, Trevor?
It may be retreating, but so is Florida State, buddy. So you can go kick rocks. Bye-bye.
Kick rocks. Oh man, brutal. Not the Paul Feinbaum. Hey, listen, we're nothing like
Hey,
Feinbaum.
look, he don't even have hair. Like,
That
fuck.
dude, I can't say what that guy looks like. Okay. I mean, I could. We are the Gridiron Uncensored, but there's decent people in this room watching, and I don't want to say it. But anyway, when we're looking at Iowa State, Cincinnati, Trevor, Thorsby can run, he can throw, but I want to see more action out of the running game with the running backs. I know they have the ability, and I know Sorsby's talented, so you're going to let them loose, especially in a big game like this. And for Iowa State, for me, they've just played almost every single game close, except for this Arizona one last week, and that's where I got a little more confident in them.
Right.
But I just don't know, man. I don't have a full trust on this program. I think the defense can be solid. I think they can create some problems. I don't know. What are you feeling on this one, man?
Honestly, I'm a Morocco Beck fan.
Yeah.
I do like Sorsby. Don't get me wrong. You're right about that. But the fact that they don't have a rushing game outside of him is a problem for Cincinnati. And I think the more and more they get in deeper into the Big 12 schedule, it will become more of a problem. As he gets banged up over the course of the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I think that Sorsby's a great quarterback, just in a not so great team. I think honestly, I'd love to see him at a different program, a better program with a more established running game, and I think he could do very well. But with that said, I mean, I think Iowa State's going to run away with this one a little bit.
Yeah.
On them, but that's just where I'm seeing that. I think Rocco Bett's going to continue to become more and more efficient as the year goes on. I'm thinking probably a 10 point win for Iowa State, maybe more.
You going 10 on them? Probably,
yeah. So it's definitely Iowa State for me.
Yeah. So let me write you down here. So I'm going with Cincy. Now look, Sorsby is the main guy, but they've got some talented roster. I do like the team that Cincy has. We mentioned them, a bit, or we talked about it in the preseason. We did this is a team that needs to step up, and so far they've done it. Yeah. So I think that they can continue the momentum. I've been riding Iowa State's going to have that moment where they drop one they shouldn't. To me, this is the one that Cincinnati's going to get them. So that's who I went. I don't have Blake's pick pulled up yet. I'll tell you guys later or something.
You'll see it in the post.
Yeah, you'll see it in the post. All right, next up, Boise State, Notre Dame. This one to me, I've seen a lot of talk about Boise State's really, starting to come up, starting to get that turn going where they're back to who they were. But guys, I'm just not feeling it. I think Notre Dame is on a different level. I know they've had issues defensively this year when they played, Miami and Texas A&M, but those are also good squads. They just played a strong offense, what it looked like in Arkansas, and absolutely smoked them. So to me, I think this is probably going to be another one where Notre Dame they put it to Boise State. I think it can be close early. I think Madsen is coming into himself a little bit. Into his own, but I think Notre Dame's got it. They've got a 20.5 point spread, Trev.
Yeah, I'm not picking Boise State in this.
You still feeling that burn from earlier with USF?
Yeah, I'm feeling that one a bit, but honestly, like CJ Carr is playing phenomenally well, and I only anticipate him to continue to get better as the season goes on. And while Madsen, I get, is playing well, they have not played the schedule that Notre Dame has had to play this year. Yeah, not even they're not even the same stratosphere as strength of schedule goes. Yeah. And that's basically why I'm picking them, is that Notre Dame is just way more battle tested to let Boise State come into their house and upset them.
Yeah, and Notre Dame's, you mentioned CJ Carr. He's been really impressive to me. This guy has turned it up. I mean, Jeremiah Love, he's a fantastic back. I think they're just going to let him eat. Watch for a big game here. It might be close early while things start kind of work out, but I think it might get ugly. Notre Dame's offense has just been really impressive to me with CJ Carr. All right. that's it for our bonus game. So we've got 3 bonus pick'ems this week, so a total of 13. Let's get into, Trevor, our actual pick'ems brought to you by Blake Owens. He dropped them for us this week. Our Michelangelo, remember, he's painting. If you're just joining us, our partner is painting a mural tonight. So I mean, I don't know, but that's what's going on. So we're gonna move on and talk about the next game, and this one is Mississippi State at Texas A&M. And Trevor, this one, Mississippi State just took Tennessee down to the wire. I mean, this is a team that's really improved from last season.
Yeah, you're right. They are improved. But I mean, it's really not hard to be improved from trash. But
I mean, that's true, unless you're Oklahoma State.
Or
UCLA or
really any other team, or the worst team in the ACC known as Florida State. I mean, Mississippi State looks better than Florida State, really.
I mean, they look pretty. I don't know if I'll go. I don't know, man.
I think they do. I mean, I really don't have any faith in Castellanos, but I digress. Sorry, Mississippi State, right?
You're fine. Hey, like I said, bad blood. All right, so we were talking about the Texas A&M and Mississippi State game. When I'm looking at this one last week, Texas A&M's game was disgusting with so many penalties. Part of that's, I mean, the refs were just calling trash half the time. It was frustrating, but they still, you can't give them reason to call it. So you got to control yourself a little bit more. So that's what I want to see from Texas A&M. Clean up those penalties. I want to see Texas A&M's defense really go after Shapen. I want them to pressure heavy. And then, for Marcel Reed, just play it smart. Don't risk the crazy pass. You guys have the talent. Lean on the run game. Utilize his legs too. He had, I think, negative rushing yards last week. So that's something I want to see from Texas A&M this week, Trev. And then Mississippi State, play loose, man. What do you have to lose? Go out and sling it. What are you feeling, buddy?
This is not going to be a thing where people are going to like it, but I'm not a big I want to say that, like, I've kind of calmed it down. Like, my initial reaction to Marcel Reed's performance is one that I would say I probably was a little premature on. After kind of going back and watching and looking at the stats and everything like that, I feel like I don't know. I think he's a middling quarterback in the SEC, not necessarily what you would consider a top tier in the SEC or in the country for that matter. So I think there's ways that Mississippi State can get to him. I mean,
sure.
At this point, Shapen's a more efficient passer than he is at this point. And I want to say that, I mean, they have more rushing yards. Bothwell has more rushing yards than Texas A&M, but that's not shocking. I mean, really, to be honest, I think that Mississippi State has a chance that they jump on them early.
Yeah, I mean,
the first half is when everybody's fresh. You need to be able to jump on them. Otherwise, I'm afraid that Texas A&M's depth will win this game eventually. Yeah. But there is an avenue where Mississippi State could jump out to a big enough lead where they can hold them off more or less in the second half.
No, I could see a quick
I think
start
that's a possibility, but I don't see it. The odds of it happening are low, but I think it's possible.
Yeah. As to Marcel Reed, I think, I said it earlier in the offseason that I wasn't very high on him coming into this season. His game against Notre Dame made me go like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. But how much of that is Notre Dame's defense just having some issues, especially with, their defensive coordinator coming in and things that they've given up a lot of points this year, Notre Dame. So maybe that was part of it. But I think he has improved. I don't know how much. So we're going to learn more this week. Shapen, I think, is a strong quarterback. I think he makes smart plays. And again, he had Mississippi State right in it against Tennessee late. So we'll see here. I'm going with Texas A&M though, Trev. I do think that their depth is just going to be too much on defense. They're going to be flying to the ball. I think it will be close late, but eventually, like, last drive they pull away, make it a 10 score or a 10-point game, not 10 score. Holy shit, 10-point game.
10.
Spread is 16.5 currently. It opened at 13.5, by the way.
Yeah, I think that you're right, and I'm going to go with Texas A&M as well. But I will be rooting for Mississippi State the whole way.
Yeah, and Blake went for Texas A&M too, so this might be a bad thing. Whenever we all vote together, things go bad. So
things go bad. It's not always that way.
It's not, but sometimes. So Texas A&M, we might have just given you the kiss of death.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on, Trevin. Let's talk about this next one here, and it's really the game of the week, and this is Miami versus Florida State. And I mean, what a matchup! Game day decided not to go there, which is
rightfully so, because it's in a trash fucking state.
Oh,
in a
man.
trash fucking city.
Oh, I love Florida. It's a great state.
Florida down in Miami, yeah, it's great.
Trevor is doubling down on the hate. I love the message. But when we're talking about this one, Trev, they did snub them. That's how they're feeling. So Florida State's carrying all these chips on their shoulders. They're frustrated about a lot of things. They just lost to Virginia. So man, they've got a lot of heat on their back. Castellanos, he played really well, I thought, last week with his accuracy, but he did still have some moments of just his old self popping out. So if he can clean it up, he's going to have a hell of a battle against Beck, who's been looking really good this year. And then I want to see Florida State lean on Sawchuk, try to get that run game going, and give Castellanos a break with his legs. As for Miami,
Castellanos is going to be dead by the end of this game.
I mean, he's going to be running. Yeah, he is
guaranteed.
If you can give him some slack, like help the man out.
He's going to have to do this on his own, and he will probably end up being injured at the end of this game.
God dang. So he doesn't have the same ability as Haynes King. That's what you're saying. Haynes King he's the guy that he can take 1,000 hits.
He is not Iron Man. Are you kidding me? No.
Oh, no,
I am putting. I'm not even putting him in the same level as Pavia.
Pavia is something else. I mean, he takes it too. Castellanos is more of a passer than the other guy.
He is a poor man's Tua Tagovailoa. He's small, he's quick, and he can throw the ball. I will give him that.
So he's
but he's poor, and he cannot throw. He cannot throw an accurate ball. He just likes to throw it up and just see what happens.
Now, so that's where I disagree on that. Now he does do it. He did it multiple times in overtime
in one game.
I know he did it, but there's times where he can throw a laser. Like I've watched it with my own eyes. He can hit him, but he also does that where he's like, oh shit, and he just chucks it up.
Yeah.
So that's got to stop. Otherwise,
he freaks out when the moment's too big.
I mean, yeah, there was times that he did.
Like he did not make a logical decision at the end of that game. He threw it up for a touchdown to a guy that was double covered, and it was the only man. So I guess a little bit goes to play calling in that regard. Jared, I don't even care if you're talking at this point.
We've got an all-time feud going between these two. It is beautiful work. And I've just been hearing
okay, Jared, first of all, no one actually asked you to respond. So this is an optional chat. Goodbye.
Oh my God.
But seriously, all things aside, I think the offensive line's not going to be able to protect him against the talented the defensive front for Miami. I think the secondary for Miami is going to be the best that Florida State has seen all year. Honestly,
yeah,
and no shade being thrown here, I do think that includes Alabama's.
Early on, I mean, Florida State worked Bama pretty good early on the ground. His scrambling ability, Bama has adjusted.
They have. They're doing a lot better, and I'm not trying to throw shade, but I do think that Miami may be, along with Oregon, in my opinion, those top three. Like they're in the top three for a reason, and those top three are there because they have the most balanced offense and defense. They are both. They're the three most complete teams, in my opinion.
Yeah, And Miami is going to
So
have
right now. I mean, maybe Notre Dame could get there as they mature through the season because Notre Dame does look very strong. Honestly, they do, but they've got some work to do
defensively for sure. As for Miami, I'm going to pick them in this one. They have the spread. That doesn't mean too much to me all the time. Sometimes it does, like, okay, this team should blow them out. But when I look at who they've played, they played a solid USF team. They smacked around Florida, another SEC team. The way they played against Notre Dame, who I value that game pretty heavy. I think it's going to be a tight game. I really do. I think Castellanos is better than given credit. But I think that the defense for Miami, like you said, Trevor, is going to step up. Messidor, Bain, those guys are wrecking balls right now.
And one thing I'll say is that I do think like Castellanos, I think he is more a product of Malzahn's offense than the other way around. Like Malzahn is making him look so much better than what he is.
I mean, it could be.
If he was this all-world quarterback, he would not have played at Boston College, guys. If he was a true all-world guy, and he could have transferred before last year, but he didn't. He stayed because no one fucking wanted him.
Man, he got benched. He did.
Because he was outside. It's not the guy that they wanted. I get that. That's fine. Each coach to each his own. That's fine.
And now
but for everyone to sit here and say Castellanos is all of a sudden this all-world quarterback, I think that is a direct product of Gus Malzahn calling very good, knowing his personnel and calling the exact right offense that benefits his quarterback.
I mean, Malzahn's been on.
His play calling's been off the chart good. And honestly, I don't know if I honestly, someone needs to advise him never to go to a head coaching job again, because he could make a great living as an offensive coordinator.
Just run as the OC, man, for sure.
Just run the OC, man.
All right, so you're going Miami on this one. Blake's going Florida State. So Jared, Blake's on your side here. All right, Blake is rocking with you.
Go send him some heart bubbles or something. He'll really love it if you send him some love.
He would appreciate it. All right, we're moving on to the next one, and we'll pick up some steam here, Trev. Texas Tech on the road at Houston. Texas Tech was 10.5-point favorites when I wrote this down. The line has moved to 11.5 last I checked. This one's another one. I really like Morton at quarterback for Texas Tech. They've been rolling right now. They took down Utah, which has a solid defense. So this is a game that I think Houston's going to, again, have to come out and just play loose. They were in a tight game against Oregon State, which I thought was going to be an all right team this season. They're 0-5. They've had a lot of close losses. There's talent there, but it's still take them to overtime. They did beat Colorado, so there's some decent wins in there, but I just think Texas Tech has a better offense. They have a better quarterback. I do like Connors at running back for Houston. I think it can be a sneaky game for Texas Tech. But in the end, I think Texas Tech pulls away. So that's what I'm rolling with.
Yep. I'm going to stick with my initial feeling, and that is potentially Houston upsets Texas Tech.
You're going for it?
I'm gonna stick with that. I initially thought that. I was just like, but I think that there is an avenue where Houston may be able to overcome Texas Tech in this one.
Yeah,
it's just a feeling that I'm just thinking because it's at Houston, it's a possibility. And yes, they got that oil money, Colton, for sure.
They do. They got that oil money.
So I think Houston. But I mean, I think Houston's got a possible upset brewing here, but I'm not really holding my breath. But I'm still going to pick Houston, just taking a chance.
You're going Houston, and I mean Blake picked Texas Tech, so you might be good here and pick up a win.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens. I think Wigman's he's got to have a really good game. They've got to whoever grinds the clock more. I mean, I know these are passing teams, but somebody's got to control the ball, control the clock, and you cannot have if you're Wigman, you cannot throw an interception. You cannot let Texas Tech have an extra possession.
Yeah.
We could see a shootout. The over under is looking at 52 points on the point spread, so we'll see where it goes. All right, moving on. Virginia coming off. I hate even bringing this fucking thing up again, but coming off a big win against Florida State at home in overtime. They're playing a undefeated Louisville team. Miller Moss, he's kind of struggled this year. 5 touchdowns, 3 picks, but they did find it in their hearts to go out and beat Pitt late. I mean, that was a funky game. Both these teams, they have momentum going into this. What are you feeling, Trev? Chandler Morris, to me, I think he's a really good quarterback. I think he threw a couple of bad interceptions. There was like trying too hard.
I don't know if it was trying too hard or he just wasn't seeing the defense.
It's possible.
Because one of them was like there was 3 defenders around his one receiver.
Yeah, so the one, I think it was in the third quarter. I'd have to double check, but it was like he threw it up, and it was a good pass. It hit his wide receiver in the hands, and then it bounced, and then it was picked.
Yeah.
The other one, though, was a perfect Florida State play where it was a cover 2 in the boundary corner, dropped back right into the lane, and Chandler didn't see him, and he threw it right to the underneath corner. So that's one, like, you've got to clean that up, and this is a huge game in the ACC. Virginia's 2-0. They're trying to get to 3-0. Louisville's 1-0 in the conference. So the defense for me for Virginia, this is where it's all going to be. They just played a very, very talented Florida State team. They're loaded with talent. They've got a running quarterback, all these things. Miller Moss is more, he's going to stand in the pocket. So I think you're going to have more opportunity to get sacks, to make them make mistakes, Trevor. So I'm going to go with Virginia here. They're rolling hot. I know I've been on the Louisville train this season.
Okay.
They've got a 6.5 point favorite as a point according to the spread. But man, I'm going with Virginia to ride the hotter hand, I should say. What are you feeling?
I am unsure about this game. This game actually gives me a little bit of pause. Only because I don't want to fall victim to the happiness that I felt when Virginia, when it was double zeros in the fourth quarter and Virginia took out Florida State. I had immense joy, and I've rooted so hard for Virginia last weekend, and I don't want to let fandom involved. I got to let logic win out. And I'm gonna have to go with Louisville on this one, only because I really did pick them to be one of the top tier teams in the ACC before the season started. So I think I'm going to just stick with them for now. And if they lose this game, I'm dead. They're done. They're done to me.
Yeah, Blake picked Louisville as well. I picked Louisville to be one of the teams that's going to be there towards the end of the season. I think they still can be, but it's just they've had some ugly moments this season. Just kind of playing, especially that last game. I know Pitt's a good squad. I do think they're solid, but I don't know. I am trusting Virginia to carry on. All right, let's move on. Talk about another massive game. This is where game day is going. I had to bring it up, man. It's there. It's low-hanging fruit. I can't help it. I am sorry. But I'm not at the same time. We've got Vandy going on the road against the top 10, number 10 Alabama team. Bama has been really getting on the roll here. They just beat Georgia. They blew out Wisconsin. After that loss, maybe that really set them straight. Maybe they figured some shit out there. And honestly, Simpson has been playing really well. He's dialed it in, but I don't think now last week he got some pressure on him. He played well, but they didn't get the pressure like Florida State pressured him. So that's one thing. If Vandy can go in there defensively and just send guys after him and try to make him confused and where the blitz is coming from, maybe you'll see some struggles. But on the other side of it, Pavia, this guy, he's got to play. It's got to be a Pavia special. It's got to be perfect.
It really does too.
You cannot have the mistakes. You're gonna see a lot of these shovel passes like we saw last year. You're going to see a lot of like funky option type stuff, different run sets. Pavia is going to have to play the game of his life to win this one. He's been talking it, and he said, this crowd's going to be a problem. Outside of that, go out there and we're gonna handle business.
Yep.
So he's sticking to his guns, man. He's standing on business, Trev. What, the comment section?
It's so stupid.
Oh yeah.
No. Just like Pavia standing on business about Alabama. It's like, dude, why are you poking the fucking bear, dude?
That's
like,
what he
I don't understand it.
On it. Do you think it's gonna work? Do they?
I don't think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna be a disaster because they have to do it in Brian Denny. Good Lord. It's gonna be an absolute disaster. Ty is my guy, Christian. Ty is my guy, Kurt.
He is, and Ty is the guy. Ty's trophy. That's what the fans are saying, folks. My biggest thing, I guess, for Alabama when I look, especially against Georgia, was how much they gave up on the ground. That's concerning to me. Looking at this game, because Vandy's going to try to do a similar thing. Gunnar Stockton was only 13 of 20 for 130. But the running attack was there. Georgia ran for 227 on him.
Yep.
And Johnny, Johnny Manziel, he is on the sideline. He's going to be there. He's been mentoring him. So
don't be John. He's been mentoring him to how not to be Johnny.
I mean, maybe he's going to bump some
or maybe he's doing some bumps. Maybe he's doing a few bumps.
Maybe he is.
Get ready.
I mean, similar to our very own El Presidente, not cocaine, but the gummy, baby. Gummies action, and hey, we're on it. Daddy's got the whiskey rolling. Courtesy of,
good night, man. It is a good night. I can see my eyes going closer and closer together.
Yeah. This is Pendleton. That's good stuff, by the way. Courtesy of Oregon, and a cheers to Oregon for beating Penn State. Good, cheers to you guys. Good job. Well, when I'm looking at this game, though, for real, guys, I think Bama's defense is gonna still be flying that around. They're going to be able to get after them, confuse them a little bit. They're going to force a turnover probably late. I think this is going to be a tight game. I know the spread's 10.5. I'm going Bama here. I don't know if I think the Vandy magic runs out in T-Town. I don't know. Blake's going for Bama too, so maybe that.
Yeah, it's Bama across the board. I'm not going to go against them another week.
I think it's gonna be a scary game for Bama fans. I think they're gonna get frustrated. I think there's gonna be a lot of yelling at the television. Barbara's going Vandy.
Vandy.
Bama, you're screwed. I'm sorry.
Oh Lord, I'm sorry. It's over.
See, there's the saltiness from the generational hater. Look at it.
Generational hater. Change your name, dude.
And people care. I mean, I went to game day up in Norman. It was a really exciting thing, and I know you guys wanted it, so obviously people care.
Hey, guess what? Florida State, keep winning, you'll get it.
Yeah,
but you're not gonna win this weekend, so that's a problem.
Oh man, so
this weekend was your best weekend, but then you shit the bed against Virginia, and anyway,
when Barbara
what's next?
It's gonna happen, Barbara. We are all counting on you, and no hate to the Bama fans in here, our friends, but sorry. All right, we're gonna go on. Next one up. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the comments.
So we're doing Texas at Florida, right?
Yeah.
So that's the next one. All right. So Texas at Florida. That's the Texas is a 4.5 point favorite.
Yeah. So this one, to me,
I was giving you a chance to drink whiskey. My bad.
Oh, well, hell, I'll give it a swig right here.
There you
Don't
go.
mind if I do. But looking at this one for Florida, their last game against Miami was ugly. I mean, it's just ugly. Their passing attack's not good. I mean, Lagway, he's a talented dude. It's just not there. I mean, he threw 5 picks in one game earlier. Last week against Miami, he threw for 60 yards. They only ran for 80. So what are they going to do on the Texas defense? I just don't see. I think the Texas defense is too strong. But the biggest question in this whole game is Arch Manning going to figure out how to play against a better defense than the other ones that he's seen? Obviously, Ohio State's a strong D, and that was ugly until late. But even then, he missed passes.
The worst part, I mean, Oh, bless it. I'd love to see Manning actually put together a complete game against a team that has a pulse. That'd be great. Florida's defense does have a pulse, so they are going to. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I think Florida's defense is still a legit defense and a very good defense. So if they can figure out the offense in general, I think that Texas might have a little tougher game than what they thought. But I think at the end of the day, they'll figure it out and they will get the win. However, it is not going to be easy going into Florida. So I think it'll be closer than what they expect. I mean, I think it'll be closer than inside the 4.5 points. Honestly, I think it's going to be a last-second field goal wins this thing.
I mean, I'm worried about the Florida offense, but if Arch has a rough game, or
that's what I'm saying is like if that defense starts causing turnovers and making the short fields, I mean, you never know.
Yeah, and I mean, it brings up a good point right here too. I'd have to double check the weather report, but if it's supposed to be raining, I mean that's just, I don't know, man. I'd say that I might actually help Texas to force them to run more.
Yeah,
I don't know. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going Texas. Blake picked.
I'm going Texas as well.
UT across the board, the real UT. We're not talking Tennessee. We're talking the real UT.
That's right.
And that's right. Texas Longhorns.
All right, and this next one's going to get everybody crap talking. I can feel it.
Yeah, I mean this one, it's on here, but Michigan. I'm Michigan, Wisconsin. Wisconsin's going into the big house. Michigan's 17.5 point favorites. I think Michigan's going to win. I think the rushing attack's too strong. I do think the Wisconsin defense is solid. They've got good players, but the offense just does not help them out. They've got nobody to help. No. You got O'Neal at quarterback. Because Edwards is injured.
Yeah,
he's been injured, which is a shame. It's another year, another time that Fickle is dealing with injuries and just mishaps.
That dude is going to get fired because his team has injuries.
Like, I don't know if they're going to give him any slack. But, I mean, they're 2-2. I feel like they're expecting to lose to Michigan. Wisconsin, you should not expect to lose. Like, where's your pride? But I don't know, man. I'm going Michigan here. Bryce Underwood, he's probably going to have
I think he's going to improve. I think he'll have more passing attempts this game. I think every game you're going to see that kind of increase a little bit.
For Michigan, the biggest question is the receivers because they have been dropping. When you look at Bryce Underwood's stats, over 15% of the drops or incompletions that he's had have been drops. That's horrible. So if they can get that thing figured out, Michigan's going to be fine. The defense is going to swarm. Michigan gets a dub.
And this is 100% accurate. Underwood sets the tone for the rest of their season this week for sure.
I mean,
it's a rubber meets the road type of week for these guys.
He's got the talent. He's shown that he's got crazy zip on his ball. Yep. He can throw the deep ball. The wide receivers have got to support their quarterback. This is a young man. I forget who said it. I think it was Nick Saban, and I'm gonna bring it up. He said that after, yes, you got a freshman quarterback, but after 4 or 5 games, you're done calling him a freshman. They've played.
He's just the starter.
He is the starting quarterback. Stop giving excuses. So that's how I'm gonna react here. So, to the Bama fans there and Nick Saban. All right, so Trev, you're going Michigan too. Blake's going Michigan as well. Next one up, Washington, Maryland. I think this is a really good game here. And Jared, I get you. Blake picked it. I didn't. We let
Blake. Well, is a strong word. Blake picked the top 10 this week, and I agree with most of these. I actually think Michigan, Wisconsin is a big game coming off of a bye week. You expect a lot from Michigan's offense, which is why they are in the top 10.
This
or
is
top 13.
This is where you set the tone. I agree with Jacob earlier, and this is a trash quarterback take. This is a trash.
You have got to be fucking kidding me. Stop fucking talking about Alar. What the fuck are we talking about Alar for?
He's all right. No, Bryce Underwood, he will be light years.
Sorry if I blew anybody's speakers out or blew my eardrum out. My bad.
Mine hurt.
My bad. Sorry. I love you. I mean it.
Let's ignore that. And let's talk about Washington, Maryland, because this one, Washington's coming off of a struggle loss there. It was tight. At halftime, it was a close game, and then Ohio State pulled away. They had a nice drag route to Jeremiah Smith. How you let him go open like that on drag is beyond me. But the defense played well for Washington. And then Maryland, they've played nobody really. Sorry, Wisconsin, you're nobody right now. But I mean, Maryland, they're 5-0 or 4-0, excuse me. And Washington's been playing great for another young quarterback. Trevor, do you think Maryland's going to get the dub here and continue on? They're getting votes in the top 25, or does Washington reset after that loss? They figure out, hey, this is where we messed up. This is what we've got to do. Now we're good to go. They're going to get things rolling. You're muted, buddy.
Sure the fuck am. I muted myself.
Maybe you blew your own speaker out. I don't know.
I have. Shoot. Yeah, I know. My bad. So this game, no, I don't think I am kind of with you that Maryland hasn't played anybody of any note.
Sorry, I had to look at the count. Go ahead, Trevor. I'm sorry. That's why I love live shows, because you read the comments.
We get all these fun comments. Hey, Twitter guys, come on over to freaking YouTube. Come join the chat.
If you were on Twitter, we cannot comment with you.
Or Facebook. Please, whichever
Facebook
one.
Can see you. Come over to Facebook. Come over to YouTube.
Come join the chat. It's fun.
Yeah, we're having a good time. All right.
Anyway, Washington. I feel like Jed Fish is going to figure it out. I have a lot of confidence in Jed Fish as a overall head coach and a rebuilder of a program. I mean, in just 1 year, we're talking about Washington in a totally different light, just from him coming onto campus, bringing in a few transfers, and putting his spin on what was already at Washington.
Yeah.
And I think that I want to say that Jed Fish is just going to figure it out. And I like this team a whole lot better than I like Maryland. I can tell you that much. Even though I picked them last week to do the upset, obviously, I knew that was a long shot to begin with. But I really do believe that they should be able to go into Maryland and beat them. Yeah,
this is one where we saw a lot from the offensive line. Again, now this Ohio State's defense is a really strong unit. They're loaded with talent. Washington gave up a lot of pressure. They gave up a lot of sacks. And that's something that you cannot have against Maryland here. Obviously, it's a different quality of defense. Mike Loxley's got this team rolling. His seat was hot going in this season. They're 4-0. So I'm worried about this game for Washington a bit. I've been teetering. I don't know where to roll with it, but I kind of want to go Maryland here, Trevor.
Really?
I know. I kind of want to.
You really have that much faith in Loxley keeping the ship together?
I don't. That's why I kind of want to do it, but I think I'm going to go with Coleman getting the rushing game going and winning the game on the ground. So I'm going with Washington to get the dub.
All right.
It freaks me out a little bit.
What did
Blake's going with Maryland? He's going with Maryland.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah, good pick, guys. I'm going to get a win out of this one.
So you and I are both doing Washington? And
wait, hold on. You said Maryland, didn't you?
No, I'm going Washington. I was like, I want to, but I'm going Washington. Unless I've got.
No, I'm going Washington.
All right. Well, Blake's going to take the L here. All right, we got two more guys on our picks, and then we'll hit our gridlocks and call it a night. This one is This is if you want to talk about not top 10 game. Yeah.
Like I feel like
it's so bad, it's going to be good.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is Clemson versus North Carolina. Clemson at North Carolina. It's the shit bowl. It's a bowl of shit. It's the battle of mid.
It's the battle of the no one cares Carolinas.
They're worse than mid. I didn't hit. That's offensive to mid teams. It did. It might have hit if I heard you. I'm sorry. I don't know what you said, but it probably. I don't know if you need to repeat it. Either way, so we're gonna talk about this one real quick. Clemson, you're 1-3. You're 0-2 in the ACC versus the Fighting Belichick's at North Carolina and his girlfriend. Up in
the press box.
Gio Lopez, he had such a good season last year at South Alabama. I think he thought that, going to play for Belichick, this system, things are going to go well, but it's been ugly. It's been a frustrating season. Yes, they are 2-2, but they lost to UCF. They lost to TCU. They've only beaten Richmond and who the fuck is that? I'm sorry, Charlotte. I looked at the goddamn acronym as CLT, and I was like, I can't. I'm not gonna say. I don't know. So sorry, I've got jacked up brain. But anyway, when you look at this game, Clemson has got to get this going. Dabo knows that. He knows there's a ton of pressure on this program. They've got so much talent on this defense. I just don't understand offensively what is going on. The offensive line's not helping out. Klubnik's throwing picks.
Klubnik was a Heisman favorite at the beginning of the season.
Well, look at where he was last year. He had a hell of a season. And then it's just
it's just like, I don't want to go to the NFL.
Now, listen, maybe he's doing this on purpose so he doesn't go to a crap team. Maybe that's what it is. I know it is. That's it.
Yeah, so he's just setting himself up for a better draft position.
Yeah. So I think Clemson's going to get the win here, guys. I just have a feeling they're both coming out of a bye week. Clemson, the seat is hot for old Dabo. He's feeling the pressure.
When he's doing press conferences and he's only really talking about all he's done for the program, I'm just like, dude, that's a bad look. I'm not gonna lie. What the fuck? Yes, I'm aware that's what I fucking picked. Jesus.
You got me there, bud.
Seats. I'm aware, hater.
You got me there, bud. That's what he's saying. My God, man. No, listen, Clemson has the chance to turn it around and win out. And that's maybe what's going to happen. That was my national title pick. Good Lord, man. So Clemson, I need you to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm picking Clemson, by the way. I am picking Clemson just because I feel like they cannot, if they lose to North Carolina, that's going to be the ultimate low of this program.
And I would have to eat a lemon. I would have to eat a goddamn lemon that
yes,
I bet
you would.
Kieran that they're going to lose.
We're not going to do that until at the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they'll win a bowl game and no. I'll just suck it down and just get it over with. I don't care. Get over here, big boy. All right, next one. We're gonna finish out here with Duke and Cali. This one's currently a 2.5-point spread in favor of Duke. This one is a funky game. Duke is going on the road. You're traveling all the way out there. It's a 9:30 p.m. game, local. So here in Central Time Zone, anyway. Let me double check that where it's at, since it's out in California. It's showing 9:30 p.m. Eastern or Central. So not too bad, not too late compared to some of the others that we've seen. I think it was Michigan State played USC, and it was like 11:30 when they kicked off, and they played till like 4 a.m. Yeah. I agree. Clemson's in FSU. I mean, I give props to FSU for turning around. Clemson, you got to figure it out. But as for this game, I think Darian Mensah, a more veteran quarterback, is going to be fine on the road. It's not like Cal's going to pack their stadium out anyway. You know what I mean, Trevor? It's not like it's a crazy road battle that they haven't seen in the ACC. They've seen much better. They'd see a better crowd against Wake Forest.
Yeah.
So I mean, California, like I know they're trying to get things going. They swear to God they're going to keep Sagapalete at quarterback. After the portal opens, they're worried about that. The fans are.
Portal opens after this weekend, right?
No, it's at the end of the season. But
don't they have a mid-season portal? Like they can start entering the portal at that point?
I mean, people can start entering right now if they want to and preserve their red shirts.
Right.
So I mean, they've already played 5 games, and so I mean he couldn't do it now. But they're talking more at the end of the season, like, hey, he might leave. Right. Rivera's their GM, and he's like, no, this is California. We're fine. So no, I'm taking Darian Mensah and crew. Shepard's going to have a nice game on the ground for Duke, and they get the win.
Look, I like Darian Mensah, and I like him especially in this matchup. I think that he's going to tear up Cal's defense, honestly.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm going to go with Duke, simply because I just think they have the best offense, and Cal's defense is not exactly what I would say good enough.
Yeah. Cold, not hear you. The woke mafia there at Cal and the Calgorithm, they're trying hard to turn Duke into what they are, but I don't think it's going to work this season. Oh shit! All right, so I just got a crazy text. I'm not going to read it. It's from my wife, but it's nothing like that.
What?
Never mind. Disregard. Don't tell her I said that on live TV. All right, so that's it for the pick'em. Trevor, I'm sorry. Who the fuck did you pick? You picked Duke.
Yeah, I did. Thanks for remembering that 5 seconds has gone by that I said since I said that.
Yeah, my bad, man. We call it last night we let the liquor talk. All right. And I can't stand Morgan Wallen. He sucks. I called him Wallum.
Yeah.
I know. Oh Lord, Terry. All right, so that's it on the pick'ems. God help us. Thank you for the 25 of you that have been watching. It does mean a lot. We're trying to have a fun.
Hey, we gotta still do the gridlocks, my guy.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying thank you.
Oh God,
Can I not say thank you at the middle of the?
Hey, anybody in the chat, tell me you did not think he was wrapping it up, because I thought he was wrapping it up.
Hey, maybe. All right, so let's get down to the nitty gritty here, Trev. I know you're gonna do it on the fly like usual.
I am. I'm
whipping out.
I'm grazing over the stuff right now.
You're grazing on it. We're doing the gridlocks, guys, and that is where we pick the outright winner. A lot of people do against the spread. That's fine. But when we do these locks of the week, it's who we think is going to win. That is a very close favorite, like within 3 or a large under, all the way to the biggest underdog possible. So we are picking a lock, and Blake picked Wake Forest. That is his lock of the week. They're currently 6.5 point underdogs. So that's who he's going with. I think that's a solid pick. Wake Forest has looked pretty solid this year. Virginia Tech has been struggling. Drones, he's had a couple interceptions, but he's getting better. But the biggest thing for me when I look at this Wake team is Claiborne's a really good running back, and that's it. Blake's going Wake. I'm going with Virginia. I'm doubling down. Virginia 6.5 point favorite. Honestly, I did it because I didn't like half the damn numbers here. When I'm scrolling up and down this ESPN, I'm not. Yes, the wheels are falling off. Where's he at? The wheels are falling off. The team is falling apart, guys. Yeah. Jesus. No, when I look at the ESPN ticker here on the scores and schedules, I'm scrolling down it. I just did not see a lot that I like. Maybe a good one, Trev, that I would double down on would be the New Mexico over San Jose State. That's one that I like, San Jose State, but they've been off at the end of games. And New Mexico is a feisty little freaking team, man.
Yeah, they are.
I told them to go to hell earlier this season.
I don't like any of the numbers, to be perfectly honest with you.
but we need a decision. We need a
decision. You are correct. So I will also double down, and I will double down on the Houston over Texas Tech.
Okay. All right. That's a big one. I like that. It's a gutsy pick, Mav. We'll see if it works out, or maybe we'll crash and burn yet again. All right, guys. Any last alibis? I know we're rolling off the rails here. This is a live show. That's what happens. But no, I think we're gonna wrap it up here, Trev. And yeah, my wife said wrap it up. He said get done with the show. We've got a show to watch. We're trying to watch. We just finished the Terminal List. Good show, by the way. If you have not seen it, make sure you check it out. But anyway, we do appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. The kids are already walking around. Yes, I have heard Casey running around getting yelled at. So hope if you guys pick up any of that in this, I do.
So far, I have not heard that, but that's hilarious that's happening.
Yeah, I heard him out there, and I heard get in your bed. So yeah, that's going on. That's probably why I'm getting a message. But anyway,
probably
we hope you guys have a great one. Remember, games kicking off right. There's a game playing right now. And then we got a good slate tomorrow night there on Friday. And remember, check out the Blue Hens, man. They're new to the FBS. Check it out. Hope you guys have a great night, Trev.
Yep.
Hit them up. Tell them where to look at us. And
all right, take it up, everybody. Up top, that's where you find us. Down below, that's where you find us. And for those of you that do not know what Substack is, what that is basically where some of our guys are posting write-ups about Alabama, Michigan, and some of the Group of 5 teams. So go check that out, please. Like it, subscribe to it, share it if you want. And we truly appreciate you guys listening.
Oh yeah, I hope you guys have a good one. We'll see you around.
Take it easy, everybody.